What's going on, y'all? Monty here, tuning in. I'm sitting in a drive-thru right now, so I just decided to make a quick little video. And I'm always reflecting. I'm always just in a meditative state, and it just hit me. Like this thought just hit me. This knowledge just came to me, and it was just like, yo, like we come from a world, or like, say back in the 80s and back in the 90s and back in the 70s, people were just super duper organically themselves. People were very vulnerable. People were super duper vulnerable back in the 70s, the 80s. People were just themselves, and that's all they were, was themselves. That's it. But nowadays we live in a time where people are scared to be themselves. Nowadays we live in a time where people are literally afraid to be themselves, because they spend so much time judging. That's why. That's what pulls people away, man. People spend too much time judging other people. That's why they can't be themselves. Because when you hate on people, like, you're going to be afraid to, and that's a karma. That's the karma of, hating on other people and trying to put other people down, is now you can't even be yourself because you're so used to putting down people. You can't even be yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the truth. Like, I just kind of dove straight into that. But yeah, we live in a time where people are afraid to be themselves now compared to back in the 70s and 80s, and people are just raw, And now there's this whole new personality where it's like fake. Like it's a new personality. This fakeness is a new personality. And it comes also from the fear mongering that, the media does. They push out all this negativity, and now people are tuned into that negativity. So they walk around with that negativity in their conscience, in their consciousness. And now that negativity is programmed inside of them. So now they see the world differently. And now they're also scared to be themselves because they're just scared to live life. They're scared to live. So it's just crazy how the world kind of transformed from this place where, like we're literally moving backwards. We're literally moving backwards. This world transformed from a place where people are raw and vulnerable and naturally themselves to a place where now people are afraid to show who they naturally are. And it's also because the media promotes it. You have all these people, they didn't have all these fake acrylic nails and fake eyelashes back in the 70s. You had no choice but to be yourself. But now we live in a world where they make it easy for you to run away from yourself. And of course they do. Of course they do, because they make money off of that. Depression, anxiety, bringing the whole world down to a lower vibration, they make money off of that. So of course they're gonna, push the world down south. And of course the sheep are gonna consume it. Of course the sheep are gonna, I've been saying this. I've been saying people need to stop with these fake nails. Okay? Fake nails are literally meant to embrace your damn nails, man. You're a freaking human being. You're a human being trying to act perfect. You're a human. You are naturally perfect. You don't need to extend yourself to be perfect. You are born perfect, and all the extensions really takes away from your perfection. Straight up. Straight up. The fake eyelashes, for what? You are God. You are God. Like, you are God. You don't need man-made shit to feel good. You are God. You're naturally perfect. So, and yeah, they're just bringing us down south, and the sheep are following, man. The sheep are following and defending each other, talking about, oh, why you care about what other people are doing? You're a narcissist. All throwing all these titles on me, like, bro, you don't even see what you're doing to yourself. Like, you're not even happy, bro. It's the people who aren't happy trying to ask me these questions, like, and, I was saying, like, people are hiding behind themselves. They're not real. Like, all these TikTok pages, profiles of people with no content. They don't even have a profile picture. It's just a shell. And that's all people are now, is shells that hate on other people. That's crazy, man. People don't even have the confidence and the courage to be themselves, and they over here hating on the people being themselves. Like, it's crazy. What kind of world are we living in? Like, people just giving up on themselves or something, or playing God, making themselves a judge. Like, you're not the judge. You need to put yourself out into reality. You know what I'm saying? That's how you connect with God. You connect with God by putting yourself out there, getting out of your comfort zone, putting yourself out there unconditionally. Always put yourself out there. And I don't mean doing crazy stuff, but I just mean, like, be yourself. Be raw. Be yourself. That's how you connect with God, by being yourself. Existing as you. Existing as yourself. Existing as the natural version of yourself. See me, I don't have a fresh fade. I'm embracing myself. I got dreads growing. Feel me? I'm in the baby steps, but I'm embracing who I naturally am. And that's really it. Like, we need to embrace ourselves and stop trying to change ourselves. Because it's the changing that's the opposite of embracing. And of course, they're going to push that. That's why they got these rappers wearing nail polish. Nail polish pulls you down to a lower vibration. Nail polish lowers your frequency. I don't care if you're a girl. I don't care if you're a guy. When you wear nail polish, this is what you're doing. You're attaching your spirit, something that doesn't even exist, in this physical plane. You're bringing something from a higher plane into a lower field. Into a lower field. You're taking your spirit and you're bringing it here, like onto your body, like for other people to attack spiritually. So that's why I don't understand why people wear nail polish, because all you're doing is making yourself more vulnerable to spiritual attacks from other people, from outside people. You're taking yourself away from yourself for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm thinking, like, there is some kind of correlation with art, because, you know, when you create art, you know, you're making yourself vulnerable too. So I guess it's not bad. But I don't know. I would just stay away from stuff like that, because for me, I wouldn't wear nail polish. Even as a dude, as a girl, it doesn't fucking matter. I wouldn't wear nail polish because I don't want people trying to judge me for that shit. And, you know, people say, oh, you shouldn't be. I don't give a fuck. People still going to judge me for that shit. So I'd rather just avoid the spiritual attacks and be organically me and save the damn time, save the money, and use that energy to focus on something that adds value to my life. But yeah, y'all, regardless of that spiritual trip we just went on, we're still moving backwards. This technology is making us move backwards. That's what people need to understand. We don't need all this new technology. It's making us move backwards, because now people can't even be themselves anymore. Compared to back in the old days where all people were themselves. So it's just like, where are we going? Where are we headed? It's only going to get worse and worse from here. They're making the metaverse. You feel me? Oh, they're making the metaverse. People are going to be so far away from themselves that they probably won't even want to be in the real version of their bodies anymore. They won't even want to exist as human beings anymore. All this transhumanism is making a lot of sense now. It's making a lot of sense now. They're preparing us for us to hate God, to hate our natural selves, to hate our natural bodies. That's what they want us to do, is to hate God. The devil hates God. And they're making society do the same thing. They're creating a fake world for us to live in, and that fake world people are going to prefer to live in over the real world. They already do. People are already like this. So hey man, that's just a precursor for the future. That's just a precursor for the, or woman, that's a precursor for the future. That's where we're going. We're going into a world where people are going to hate their human bodies. Get ready for it. It's already happening. I mean, you go to those, you know, famous surgeons in Puerto Rico, those hotels are booked with girls getting, you know, BBL and all these body altering stuff because they hate themselves already. So they've already created the foregrounds for this future world that they're making. So with that being said, I hope y'all are protecting your energy, staying grounded, not falling into these traps of this transhuman bull. You feel me? Staying grounded and loving yourself. Because if you don't love yourself today, it's going to be even harder for you to love yourself tomorrow. So embrace who you are. You are naturally perfect. Everything about you, your face, your nose, your voice, God made all of that. So don't let man make you hate it. Because God is stronger than man. Always, 100% of the time. They make man stronger than God in this world that we live in the Matrix. But God is stronger than man. And love yourself and love every part of yourself, because there's a war that's coming and it's on you. Peace out, y'all. Stay up, stay strong.